What is going on, everybody? It's Miro here, and I'm back for another video. Today's video, this is a 2008 MacBook polycarbonate plastic, except it's in black. Now, if you guys didn't know, Apple actually released a different color aside from the white regular MacBook in the early to mid 2000s. This was pretty special because not a lot of people bought these machines, and there was a very good reason for that. Obviously, the obvious answer is number one, pricing. The pricing on this MacBook was either an extra $200 depending on the configuration. This is essentially identical to the white polycarbonate plastic MacBook, so a lot of people just don't seem to justify the cost of having this MacBook over the regular white one just for the aesthetics alone. Now, being an '08, that means that this has a Core 2 Duo, and it has 4 gigabytes of RAM. I actually got this for a very sweet deal. I got 3 MacBooks for $100. I was really just eyeing on this one specifically. The previous owner was using Linux on this computer. He upgraded the RAM as well as the SSD. So it's a PNY 240 gig, nothing special, but let me show you guys how fast this is on Snow Leopard. Look at that, boom, just like that, mail, instantaneous. Let's go ahead and open Photo Booth, just like that. Really fast. This is running Snow Leopard 10.6.8. In the previous video, I was talking about how the EFI on these machines are 32-bit, but the CPUs are 64-bit. Apple didn't really change the EFI to 64-bit, so all of these machines were pretty much stuck by OS X Lion, which was 10.7.5. That's so unfortunate because the Core 2 Duo is still perfectly capable of running El Capitan or even High Sierra. That being said, this MacBook is actually in pretty good shape. You can see there's a little bit of wear and tear on this side right here. For the most part, when you see a plastic MacBook, you usually see a lot of cracks on the edges. The fact that they're matte finish, they're actually fingerprint magnet. Like if you hold your finger for like a couple of seconds, it will literally show. Let's go ahead and get into the usability of this in 2024. Using this in 2024, you really cannot do a lot. We're using Interweb for today's video, which is a legacy web browser. We're gonna go ahead and start off with like a basic website and work on our way up. One of the basic websites I like visiting is called Every Mac. It just shows you the Mac specs and most accurate information about that particular device. As you can see, it's a lot choppier, but it definitely boots a lot faster than previous MacBook I showed in this channel, which was the 2006 MacBook. I think that's thanks to the SSD as well as the extra bit of RAM. Keep in mind, 4 gigabytes of RAM in today's world is clearly even not enough. And as you can see, I tried to do the gesture on the trackpad and clearly it doesn't work. This is an ancient trackpad, not today's Apple trackpad where it's like humongous. So this is it. It's running a Penryn 45 nanometer Core 2 Duo, blah blah blah. I mean, you know, if you give it a couple of seconds to load, it will load totally fine. Again, those seconds can add up over time if you really want to use this as a daily driver. In my opinion, there's really no reason for you to get this as a daily driver. This is more like something just to be fascinated by. In a lot of today's world, you can pretty much get something good out of $150. Let's go ahead and go to Apple website, see what that looks like, right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Now, I don't think there's really an issue with this computer running any new websites like this Apple website. The issue is the scripts on the websites are far more advanced than the Snow Leopard itself. It's not fast, but it's also not slow, right? Upgrade your browser to buy from Apple. See, going to Google, perfect. Pretty instantaneous. Let's go to YouTube. That's where this really struggles. You can see loading, it's frozen right there. It's not moving at all. And give it a couple of seconds. And it will finally, come on buddy. You can do it. Yeah, this is going to take a couple of seconds. You can see how those scripts, those much more advanced scripts than ever before back in '08, just really makes this operating system just go downhill. The computer itself can definitely handle more than that. The only other way for this to really be modernized is to switch to Linux. That goes back with what I said about this being really not supported properly by Apple. It was only really supported if you have an '08 for 4 years. Nowadays, Apple supports 7 to 8 or even 9 years, depending on what Mac it is. Enough of that. You can see YouTube there was struggling. But there's another application called TenSixTube, essentially a mobile version of YouTube. And so you could run it with ease, lower the volume down just a bit. It is 1 in the morning, almost 2 in the morning. We're gonna go ahead and watch this trailer. Hopefully we don't get any copyrighted. Looking back at this, you can see how fast it loads with an SSD. I believe this application should be able to change the quality. Playback right there, 360, yeah. So if we switch it to 720p, which is what the screen resolution of this computer is, let's put it at full screen. Yeah, look at that. No problems at all. It loads pretty fast. Now, how's the buffering? Let's go ahead and switch it up. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. That's surprising. It is kind of buggy, but you know what? I'll take that, right? And I forgot to mention, you guys, look at this. No power cord. This MacBook was taken care of well to the point where previous owner even have a matching new battery, and it only has 11 cycles on it. It doesn't last that long. I think it lasts about like 2 hours. It's an old computer, and I don't really see myself using this any time other than just the fascination out of it. One more website. Let's go Best Buy, right? You know, just regular browsing. Official site. And you can see it loads pretty quick. It's just the assets of the website that just take a lot longer than expected, like the images right here. Let's go to like a news website. ABC News. Well, maybe we could do that. See how that loads. There you go. It's pretty quick. It's, again, the assets that just take forever to load. But I think that's gonna do it for this video. I really don't have anything more to say about this MacBook. Pretty much explained everything with this situation of these MacBooks. These first generation MacBooks don't have as much as a lifespan. Ironically, the next year, early 09, they actually revised the BIOS. And so it was able to run El Capitan, which is so ironic because they could have done that the whole time from 07, 08, 09. They have about like 2 years to revise that, and they didn't do it. Apple did not do anything about that. You know, long and behold, that's planned obsolescence. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video that I've been really eager to make. One more thing, I'm going to show you guys how fast this thing boots up. With SSD, it just makes an absolute big difference. Man, I just love that analog sound of that CD-ROM. And it boots up. Give it a couple of seconds. And bam. So fast. Good old days of Snow Leopard. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. More videos, more to come. See you guys later.